winter is coming. It's starting to get cold here in Montana, which means we haven't seen anything yet. It's like 58 degrees, but the nice man is here to winterize the pipes. I went outside and there was a lot of gurgling. There was a broken pipe and some gurgling, so we got to take care of that. Young Callie and I were up late last night to try to see the Northern Lights here in beautiful Montana, which was a big old bust, but we're gonna try again tonight. And we just got a $30,000 collection. I know, another $30,000 collection, but this one is actually really, really cool because there's a lot of themes. And so I'm excited to show you guys the themes of this collection. And we're gonna hop to that here in just a sec, so I gotta go to the back doctor to get my back popped, see what's popping with the doc, pop docking. Doc be poppin', and we got a lot of cool books to look at. All right, so let me flip this camera around and take a look at this collection. I also want to mention we're always buying collections, so if you're interested in selling your collection, shoot me an email and we'll get you a fast, fair offer. And we also have Whatnot shows scheduled into the near future on Fridays, so link down below for $15 towards your first purchase on Whatnot, where you can come by and pick up a free book. And we also have the 2 giveaways here on the YouTube channel. Subscribe, comment, and like. You're entered to win a free Todd McFarlane Spidey this month. And if you head over to BryceComics.com, it's where you'll find all these books we're about to look at. And if you use code COLLECT10, you get 10% off. And we also have a giveaway over there for another Todd McFarlane Spidey this month. Let's take a look at these books. All right, so starting out here with the Spawn books. One of the themes of this collection was Spawn. He collected a lot of Spawn, Batman, and Amazing Spider-Man. And this, I wanted to start with this because he had a change of heart with these. We made the deal and everything. He sent the books. I sent him the money, and he emailed, and he's like, man, I just cannot sleep at night knowing that my Spawn 1 through 9 newsstands are gone. And he's like, can we work anything out to get those back? And I'm like, of course we can. I don't want you to sell things that you don't want to sell. So we'll work something out where, you know, he's like, I want to make sure you get money. I'm like, dude, no, it's not a big deal. Like, we'll work something out to get these back to you. So these won't be on the website because they're going back to the collector. But I think it's important, you know, to be flexible with stuff like that with collections and in this hobby, because there's so much emotion tied to these things. And these in particular, he said that it took him years to source these in the wild. I also noticed there's a bunch of 9.6s and stuff, so I think he tried, you know, to get these 9.8s for years and finally was able to find them raw in the wild and get them graded himself and come back 9.8. So we got Spawn number 1, 9.8 newsstand edition, Spawn number 2, 9.8 newsstand. They're all 9.8 newsstand. Spawn number 3, Spawn number 4. And for those that don't know, the way you can tell for these Spawns is there's a barcode for the newsstands and just nothing for the direct edition. Spawn number 5. Another 5. This one's signed by Todd McFarlane. I don't think he wants that one back. I think he just wants the unsigned ones. Spawn number 6. Spawn number 7. Number 8. Spider-Man 1 homage, and Spawn number 9, first appearance of Angela. All 9.8 newsstands. The thing of beauty to see those that are Spawn collectors know how difficult it is to get any 9.8 on a newsstand Spawn, let alone a full run of the first 9 issues. All right, so there is a whole another box of Spawn stuff that I'm not going to show. I'm just going to show kind of the cream of the crop here. We've got Spawn 21, 9.8 newsstand, Spawn 17, Spawn 12, 9.8 newsstand, Spawn 11. Here's a cool Spawn Director's Cut from 2017. This is the second print gold foil edition. Spawn number 1, signed by Todd, CBCS 9.8. JSA Authenticated Spawn 350, signed by Todd McFarlane, the thank you variant. Spawn 175, 9.8. The Gunslinger issues, 174 in a 9.6 and 175 in a 9.8. Spawn 52, 9.8 newsstand, and this is a big boy. This is one of the most difficult Spawn books to get. The sketch edition for 226, homaging Todd's Hulk 340. Big boy book. We got a nice run of Wolverine. I think there is an issue 1 somewhere as well in one of these boxes. There's number 3, 9.8, number 2, 9.8. Wolverine number 1 from 1988, the first ongoing series. How about Nick's number 3, first appearance of X-23, 9.8. Wolverine 8, 9.8, iconic art. Wolverine 10, 9.8. 70, Marvel Comics Presents 72, and Wolverine 88 and a 9.8. So a nice Wolverine collection. We got Wolverine and Spawn so far. Let's switch to the Spideys. Before we get to the Spideys, we got to show the 9.8 Hulk 340, classic Todd McFarlane art. All right, we got Amazing Spider-Man 361, double signed here by Randy Emberlin and Mark Bagley, first appearance of Carnage. 362, double signed by Emberlin and Bagley. 363, double signed by Emberlin and Bagley. This is funny. So every time this book comes through and my son sees it, he calls it the Rainbow Book, and he wants it so bad, you know, and I just don't know what to do about it because, like, every time he likes to do it as one of his chores is he helps me open collection boxes and go through and helps me inspect for damages. He doesn't do like any actual work, but I always double check his work. But every once, you know, he's getting good at it, and it's whenever he sees this book, like he just throws a fit. He's like, I want it, and I'm trying to figure out like how to manage this at being a comic shop owner with a son. You know, you don't want to spoil him, just let him have every single cool comic that he sees. So we're gonna work something out where he buys this and you know gets it for my cost, and I'm trying to, you know, explain to him how much comics cost and how expensive this is compared to all of the money in his change jar. And so this has been a fun little experiment. I think I'd just go ahead and set that aside and figure something out for young Lucas. Amazing Spider-Man 303 and the 9.8 Todd McFarlane cover. 328, 9.8, the good old nut punch. 299 in a 9.8, 298 in a 9.8, and a 301 in a 9.8. This is a really, really tough book to get in 9.8. There's no 300 in a 9.8. He's actually still looking for it. He's not done collecting. So the story on this was he needed money to pay for his son's last semester in college. And so after this semester, this collection is $30,000, paid for his last semester in college, and now he can start rebuilding the coffers and going back, and he's going to refocus as well. And so one of the top books, he's like, keep an eye out for ASM 300 9.8. And so he's not done collecting, he just needed to utilize his collection to fund an important life event, which we can all, you know, relate to, I'm sure, on some level. Amazing Spider-Man 606 9.8, 375, 316, Spider-Man Gold #1 and Spider-Man Silver #1. We also just got this copy in another collection, Spider-Man Gold signed by Todd McFarlane. All right, so I am actually running out of time, so we're just going to flip through some of the random stuff here for the rest of it. A lot of this is going to come directly to Whatnot for $1 starts, and this is just a little less organized. There's actually, you know, there's more Spideys and stuff. Look at that, John Tyler Christopher negative variant on X-Men 19. Beautiful. Cover some Daredevil 9.8s. Always cool to see. Bronze Age books in 9.8. What we got over here? We got some, booty cakes. Ji Hyung Lee booty cakes. The poor man's version of X-Men 1, X-Men 104. Homaging the first issue of this amazing, iconic series. And as you can see, really good taste, really cool books throughout. Ooh, look at that. I forgot that was in there. X-Men 133 in a 9.8. X-Men 125 in a 9.8. 121. So a nice run of X-Men here as well. We've even got some modern stuff like Ultimate Spider-Man 1 from this most recent run. Secret Wars, I believe the entire run of Secret Wars from the first series. Some more Spideys over here. 8.5 First Shocker, that's a good one. Tons of awesome stuff, you guys. And we also just got in these collections. I was trying to keep it straight, you know, and keep it all together as which collection's which. But tons of new stuff coming in constantly. Look at that, Neil Adams. This one's really cool. Incredible Hulk 162 double cover. First cover 9.2, interior cover 9.4. So when you have a double cover, they grade both covers and put the higher grade on the label. And this is a, first appearance of Wendigo. It's a key issue Hulk. There's no 9.8s on the census. I don't think this one has a chance at a 9.8, but it always makes you wonder when it's a double cover, because you don't know what the inside cover looks like, and you just start to wonder, could I get that inside cover up to a 9.8? And it would be the only 9.8 double cover, at least to have sold. I'm not sure if there's any on the census, but none have ever sold higher than, I think, a 9.6 First Predator. I truly wish we could just sit here all day and just go through these boxes and look at all this awesome comic book goodness, but I'm out of time for today. I got so much stuff I need to get done. We have a Whatnot show tonight that I still need to prep for, which will be some more exciting times. If you ever don't have anything to do on a Friday night, you want to come hang out, look at cool comic books, talk comics, I highly suggest you come by, check out Whatnot. Even if you don't buy anything, just come hang out with us. There's 200-300 comic book fans in the room. It's great company, it's a great time, and you have a chance to win a ton of free stuff. We're giving away, $1,000 store credits. There's a chance of that at every single show. Link down below for $15 for your first purchase on that. I hope to see you on Friday nights over there on Whatnot. Follow me over on Instagram. That reminds me, we have a new Grail coming in that I'm going to post on Instagram first. That is 2 Grails coming in today. Journey into Mystery 83 and a 6.0 First Thor, and TOS 39, Tales of Suspense 39, and a 5.5, the first appearance of Iron Man. Both of those are going to be brought to Instagram first. So if you follow me over there and you want to do a trade for a Grail, have your list ready to go. Man, exciting times. So thank you so much for sticking with me to the end of the video. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.